Happy Thanksgiving 2020, folks out there in YouTube land that are watching this. This is Ron. I think we got quite the brew today for you. It's an imperial stout from Evil Twin Brewing Company. As you can see to your right, the name is Even More Jesus. Now, I don't know what that name implies or what it's for. The reason that name, I was going to call the brewery. The brewery is a ghost brewing company. And I wanted to find out why that name. I did go on their webpage and they have a lot of brews. Another one with that name, Jesus, but I don't know if it's, I don't think it's meant to be religious, but I don't know, Even More Jesus, maybe it is. But I couldn't talk to anyone at the brewery. As I mentioned, it's a ghost brewery. Let me explain that. A ghost brewery is a brewing company that owns no brewery. In this case here, Evil Twin Brewing Company doesn't own a brewery. They have 10 brewing companies that brew their brews, or their ales, or their beers, whatever. They have 10 brewing companies that will brew their stuff. They do have headquarters in New York City, New York, and like say Copenhagen. Let me get a little information. I do have some information on it. It's windy here. I don't know if this is all coming out. It's kind of dark here. Like I said, the sun came out this morning. Hasn't been out. We've been really some high winds here. A few towns lost their electricity. But, we'll see what we can do. This may not get posted. Maybe do another one. I don't know. But this is limited pretty well. All right, enough talking. Evil Twin Brewing Company, as I said, the Gypsy Brewing Company. Originally, it started in Denmark, and that was founded in 2010 by a Mr. Jeppe, J-E-P-P-E, Janit, and his last name is B-J-E-N-G-S, and then that O, or whatever that symbol is with a line to it, like in the military, you make a line for your zeros. Alright, it's headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark, and New York City, like I had mentioned. It says something about in 2000. Oh, the brewery was actually born in 2016, but they started doing that in 2010. So it took 6 years to do that. I think this one here is brewed by Ridgewood Community. Oh no, they're in New York City. The brewery is located in Queens, the Ridgewood community. Actually, they have 10 breweries that brew their beers and ales from. The Even More Jesus, which you're seeing here, up there, is a 12% alcohol by volume. It's an imperial stout, and this one here was brewed by Westbrook Brewing Company. I didn't get a location on that, but I will look it up, and I'll put it in the description down below. Let's see, we have another. Oh, they have a sugar in this, which when you refine sugar, it can have brown sugar and different types of sugar. But there's a sugar called I forget how you say it, Muscovado sugar. That's it. It's not as refined as the other. It's less refined, and it retains a lot of its molasses in the sugar itself. So the component of the sugar, being less refined, contains a lot of the molasses still in it. It gives off the flavors of that sugar, caramel and toffee, and I get those two messed up all the time, caramel and toffee. So they must be pretty close together as that sugar that Muscovado gives off, and it will be in this this brew here. I do have a shot here of that Fireball with the cinnamon in it. All right, let's talk. Make my throat dry. Excuse me. That's what I needed. My lovely wife picked these up. I do have these. I don't know if I'm going to spend any time out here eating these. You've seen these here. They're not all that powdered with spicy sugar, but spicy pepper, hot pepper, but enough to give you a thirst for a cold beer is what they do. All right, no further ado. It is windy. Rose mug. Instant Irish. Alright, no further ado. Try to do less talking. I can see some water vapors coming out, which is always nice. It looks pretty thick coming out of the can. Well, with that, needless to say, that is opaque. That is black. Dark tan head on it. Probably a thumb's worth. Definitely a thumb. Thumb's worth. Typical, a little stronger though, aroma of a stout. Then again, this is an imperial stout. Fragrant first. Let me say, this is, I think, 12. Well, let me just say, brewed by Evil Twin Brewery Company. Okay, Stratford, Connecticut must be where that brewery is located. And it's distributed by 12% Incorporated, Brooklyn, New York. There it is. 12% alcohol by volume. All right. A few times in the history of craft beer, it has happened that a highly praised beer rises beyond mortal stardom into a higher godly league. All right, there you go, the godly league, even more Jesus. Usually, the recipe to make such heavenly drops is thick, fudge-like body. Yeah, that's true. Pitch black color, amazingly, overwhelmingly aromas of chocolate, coffee, dark fruit, and Muscovado sugar. Obviously only made in limited amounts, and most crucial of all, it must taste rare. 12% alcohol by volume, imperial stout. Well, that's their words. Godly. And the name of it is Even More Jesus. Alright. Yes, it is a big presence of that sweet, that Muscovado sugar, which really, to me, smells like molasses. And toffee. I don't think it's the caramel I'm getting. It may be prune, plums. There's some fruitiness in there. Alright, bottoms up. Oh, that is rich and smooth and a big mouthfeel. Well, that is a full mouthfeel. Oh, the winds are coming. Oh, this is tasty. It does leave an aftertaste. A taste of something similar to, not burnt, but roasted. Roasted coffee. Chocolatey, there's that chocolate, probably dark chocolate flavor. Very smooth. Very. Oh, comes out black. Look at that. That is truly an imperial stout. This is on the SRM scale, way above 40, way. It's in the 100. As you can even tell by the head on it, that is one dark imperial stout, which it should be. It should be a dark color, and it is kind of complex as far as the flavors, because I am picking up on the darkness of those dark chocolate, coffee, probably roasted coffee, roasted malts. It leaves a bitterness, but not like a beer or ale bitterness. It's definitely bitterness from the hops that's in this. I don't know what hops are in this, but it's definitely a smooth drinking beer. And they may have wheat in this, wheat malt in this. I'm hoping this comes out, it's not too dark, because the sun has kind of gone down in the west. We're under a canopy, and I don't have the camera laid here, so it does get dark under this canopy sometimes. It does leave an aftertaste. I have a lot of information here, but nothing on the hops. His name is in here, or a phone number. I like to have the phone number. I could put it up there, but definitely they said it would be you'd remember it, and that's true on their words. This is going to be a memorable brew for sure. All the flavors and things that they said in here and the aromas are definitely in this brew. It's surely that Muscovado sugar that I'm tasting strongly. At 12%, it has to be a sessionable beer. You're not going to have too many of these when you sit down with your family and friends. You're drinking, you're talking. You want to make this a sessionable brew. Might swool it down at the ball game. When you get to the baseball game, you have hot dogs and beer, and you put them down. But that's usually 4% to 5% alcohol. This is double that and more. It is funny, the name Evil Twin Brewery, a gypsy brewery. Like I said, I explained what the gypsy brewery is, what they are, and there's more than one. This isn't the only one I've come across as a gypsy brewery, having other companies brew their beers. There's some breweries that never even produce their own beers. They are just there to brew for other people, like this gentleman here. But definitely getting the flavors that they said there would be in this little reading of the can and what they had on their web page. It will definitely be memorable for sure. So I won't run this long. There's well, let me have a little bit of this here. It's getting a little tad cool. The temperature's going down, and I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Salute. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so I'll sum this up, and by saying, remember, the virus is still around. This coronavirus. You got to wear the mask. Unfortunately, you still have to be social distancing. And with all that said, what I feel very bad about is what's happened with the education in this country. What's happening to the kids from kindergarten, also through college, in all these secondary schools to be dentists and nurses and doctors. What's happening with their education? It's kind of being held up or staying still. That is not right. I don't like that that's happening. And that with a country like us, we put men on the moon and can destroy a country with just a few bombs. Well, why can't we come up with some plan We got all these congressmen there and all these senators and so forth. Why can't they come up with something? And for these, we get back on track with the education. We're losing all kinds of small businesses also, and we can't let that happen. People work hard on some of these small businesses to keep it small. You lose a lot of money because, you know, when you're big, things come easier and cheaper sometimes, but when you're small, you got to work harder, and they're losing their businesses, and that's not right. I don't mean to be on the soapbox talking about this, but I think we need to do more talking and more action to save these companies and these kids their education. It's all being on hold. There is, what I'm hearing, a vaccine that's coming out within a month or so. So right now it's December. Today's December 1st, and I just feel kind of bad about that. And I won't go longer because I don't want to run this too long. So with that said, have a good post-Thanksgiving. We got a special day coming up. Not a holiday, it's a special day. It's Christmas. And ever since I was a kid, like a lot of you out there, I just enjoy Christmas. I enjoy giving gifts and seeing the people's faces when they say, I always wanted this, or something to that effect. That is nice. And it just puts everybody in a good, that's the rule. Everybody's in a better mood around Christmas time. And it's just the occasion of Christmas. And that's coming up. So, if I do any more beer reviews, I'm coming to an end on doing them. I do have a lot that I will be posting when I do quit the beer reviews for a while, at least through the winter. I'm planning on quitting. So have a good day, folks. Enjoy the day. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Ciao.